Let's go back to the phone lines. Talk to Patrick, listening in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Hank. My question was, when a believer dies and goes to heaven, which form will be represented from that believer? For example, what brought this to my mind was, Billy Graham's passing, and he was in his 90s. And if I think about that and compared to, let's say, a young child or a teenager that has was a believer and passed and goes to heaven, what form will be represented?
Yeah, well, one thing I can tell
specifically more on the side of an older human being.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you think about Billy Graham dying at 99 years of age, almost 100. And if you were to talk to him over the last year of his life, he would have told you, I have a lot of aches and pains. I can tell you that at my age, I have a lot of aches and pains that I didn't have 20 years ago. So he was not expecting to come back in the same body that he left, in the sense of a body that is racked with pain, but rather he was expecting to be transformed. Now, in the intermediate state, the body is not in play because you're absent from the body, present with the Lord. So you don't have a transitional body. You're absent from the body. And the body is resurrected immortal, imperishable, incorruptible when Christ appears a second time. That's when the soul returns to the body. Now, in terms of the specific answer to your question, when God formed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, he created them in the prime of life and with apparent age. Apparent age does not mean the appearance of age. Additionally, Jesus died and he was resurrected at the prime of physical development. And therefore, I think we're justified in believing that whether we die in infancy as a child or in the prime of life or in old age, we will be resurrected physically mature and perfect as God originally intended. Our DNA is programmed in such a way that at a particular point we reach optimal development from a functional perspective, which is to say that if the blueprint for our glorified bodies is in our DNA, then it would stand to reason that our bodies will be resurrected at the optimal stage of development determined by our DNA. Whether infant or whether infirm at 99, we will be resurrected physically mature as God intended us to be in the prime of our lives. Of course, one thing that we can be absolutely certain of is that heaven won't have the deformities. The body that is tarnished by the fall will be gloriously transformed. So you're going to be the perfect you, and I'm going to be the perfect me.